Do you have any idea how hard it is to shoot an unbagging or unboxing video when your kids are awake? Dads that are out there that do this, you know my pain, the struggle. But it's not just that. Then you got like birds chirping, dogs barking, trucks driving by. It's whatever. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And as you can tell by the title of the video, I think I say this all the time. Obviously, you know what this video is about. To an extent, we're unbagging the April MonsterBass bag, and the technique specific bag of this one is the Carolina rig in the April bag. That is the technique specific. Got some really cool stuff in the folder, the booklet, the manual, the pamphlet. I don't know what you're gonna call it. Intro to square bill and lessons on Carolina rigging, yada, yada, yada. I saw some comments on the MonsterBass channel and guys are just like, well, what's in the bag though? So I figured maybe I can help answer some questions by showing you what's in the bag. So I'm gonna break some stuff down right quick. I'm gonna lay it all out here. You guys know, like, I hate taking stuff out of the package, like with just like dead noise, nothing like that going on. So let's talk specifically the bag. Let's talk specifically Carolina rig and then what else is in here. So Carolina rig. We are getting an actual Carolina rig setup of weights, beads, swivels, barrel weights, barrel swivels, all that. So, I mean, you're set up. I've never thrown a Carolina rig, so I couldn't tell you anything about it. But this is something that, I mean, I guess I've thrown a modified Carolina rig in a sense. Travis Manson Smallmouth Crush just did a video on the MonsterBass channel talking about modified Carolina rig with just a split shot. And I have thrown that plenty of times. I've never really like thrown it like a Carolina rig or fished it like a Carolina rig. But now in your bag, you've got the full setup, everything you need to set up a Carolina rig, as well as some awesome EWGs. The MonsterBass Sabertooth, these are 3/0 EWG hooks. And then we got a couple of plastics specifically for this Carolina rig. And we've got the Elastec Boar Hogs, the Z-Man Elastec Boar Hogs. Elastec is not a brand, Z-Man is the brand. But we've got the Boar Hogs, and this is in Junebug, one of my favorite colors, okay? So you got a nice creature bait in there that you can go ahead and hopefully rip apart. God, Elastec is tough. So, nice little creature bait right there is going to fit perfectly on that 3/0 EWG. Lots of action. Elastec, if you don't know, hopefully you do know, but if you don't know, Elastec is buoyant. So this is naturally going to float. And by having that smaller hook, you know, that kind of finer wire EWG hook, it's not really going to weigh this bait down much at all. So you're going to get the buoyancy out of it. You're going to be able to, you know, have that Carolina rig with the weight dragging and the bait back here kind of floating, getting bottom contact, and this right here just right up above the bottom. Next thing we got in there, the Grande Bass Air Wiggler, Airtail Wiggler. What is it called? Yeah, Airtail Wiggler. So it is a finesse worm. 6-inch finesse worm. These things do stink. They call it the Airtail Wiggler, because the tail is buoyant. Now, you can't really see on here, but it is hollow. This is going to help trap some air. It's got a little hole right there. So it is going to trap air. The other nice thing about that is going to, you know, as it's down in the water, it's going to release a bubble trail from catching the air in there. It's going to give it a little bit of buoyancy. It's going to give it a little bit, you know, more eye catching with the bubble trail coming off of there. But awesome black and blue finesse tail worm that you can use for that Carolina rig. So again, you've got two awesome baits. You've got your hooks. You've got your Carolina rig complete setup. Everything that you need to set up a Carolina rig, and everything that you need in that pamphlet to know exactly how to fish it. Carolina rig set up, good to go. I got a neck buff in mine as well. I don't know if you guys are gonna get a neck buff or not, but I did get a neck buff. So that's in there. And that's kind of cool. I mean, I really don't wear them at all. I hate that, oh, that plastic sound. I don't wear them ever. So maybe I'll figure out something to do with this. Gucci gang? I don't know. Anyways, neck buff. Then we've got a couple of crankbaits. A couple of crankbaits being the Lucky Strike mid-depth diver. Okay, this looks to be about probably a 8-10 foot diver. What does it say here? 5 to 8 foot. 5 to 8 foot. The AOS2, which I believe that's what this one is. Yes, in Moody Blue. I call this the 3/8 ounce deep smoothie. Moody Blue. Moody Blue, Lucky Strike. I don't know where you get your names from, but this is Moody Blue. Some people might call it a sexy shad, but 5 to 8 foot diver. Great crankbait for right now, especially for those kind of pre-spawn. Down here in Oklahoma and Texas, we've got a mix of pre-spawn and spawn. We've got fish on beds in some areas. We've still got some fish that are staged up, that are up on the ledges. That's going to be a great crankbait for hitting those right there. And then we've got the Arc Square Bill, the CT3-5. CT3-5. And I've got this golden shiner. I call it gold black back, is what it is. But this is a awesome little square bill, crankbait obviously, but an awesome little square bill. I really do like the Arc ones. I've been fishing them a lot more this year as of recently. You know, it's fairly silent, single knock to it, but it's got a really nice tight wobble with that bill right there. Being a little bit lighter weight, it's got a high buoyancy to it. So fishing grass, you guys know that I love fishing grass. Fishing grass, this thing will rip through, or my personal preference, as soon as I start ticking grass or get hung up in there, I stop the retrieve, let it float up and out, comes right back up, and that's a lot of the time when you're going to get those reaction strikes. So the Arc CT3-5, I wish they had easier names, kind of like the deep smoothie CT3-5. And then we've got the Vicious Ripper 110. That's right, we're getting a jerkbait, which jerkbaits, I feel like a lot of people sleep on jerkbaits during the spring during pre-spawn. Jerkbaits, this is the time to be throwing a jerkbait, and this is the time for the guys that don't like throwing jerkbaits, talking to you, Jeremy, the guys that don't like to fish them slow. Fishing a jerkbait quicker in the spring in pre-spawn, these are clutch. You've got a lot of fish that are, you know, schooling up bait. You find those schools of bait, you fire that in there, you start twitching a little more erratic, a little faster, not so much on the pause. Jerkbait gets bit. Don't sleep on it. If you're not comfortable with them, now's the time to learn. So, I don't know what she's yelling at. But, guys, that is the April bag from MonsterBass. The bag is back. I guess we'll see how long the bag stays, or if we go back to the box. I don't know. I've been fishing the topwater box, and I've been fishing the multi-species box. Do you guys want to see those? Do you guys want to see an unboxing of the topwater box and the multi-species box from me? Let me know in the comments. I want to know. I want to know what's going on. I got to know what's going on with her. There's no one else in there, but she's yelling about something. So I'm gonna go take care of that. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you next time we're on the water. Guess who's back? Back again. Bag is back. Tell your friends. Are you kidding me, bird? I mean, could you just like go chirp somewhere else? Just I'm trying to shoot a video.